Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FANB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly. Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza.
Yes.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick here between ICC and Southern Union. We're going to bring you this broadcast as long as we can. We've had a few sprinkles already, but nothing too serious, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But if the rain does tend to sit in on us, or get a little heavier, I should say, we will most definitely have to break down with us being out in the elements. ICC in the white tops, blue shorts, and Southern Union, they are in the all-yellow trimmed in blue kits. I'll tell you this, if the rain does hold off, it's going to be a great day for soccer. It's going to be a little bit windy But other than that, we can live with that for sure. Both these teams getting set to go here for the First American National Bank opening kick. We'll give you the starters for both teams here in a moment once we get things started here. Looks like they're just trying to get everything situated to the side and ready to go here. Of course, this is a non-conference matchup for both squads. ICC will open conference play on Friday when they travel to East Mississippi. That's the team that Southern Union has beat. I believe Southern Union comes in with a record of 5-1 on the year. So ICC will have it to start things off here. And we're trying to send this one over the middle, trying to get on the attack early here. Looking to go on across the field. Nothing there. Ball's going to be sent out. And it will stay with the Indians. So take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola starting lineup as after this corner kick coming up here for the Indians. So the kick is on its way, looking to go back post, and it's going to be cleared out that time by the Bison. ICC, though, is going to keep possession of it. Now quickly goes back inside. Good ball. Quick touch is in! Beautiful goal there by the Indians. Great extra touch that time, as I believe that was 15 that sent that one home. Maybe we'll see. As the Indians do lead this one 1-0. I didn't miss who made the goal there, but either way it goes, ICC does take a 1-0 advantage here. Trying to get our scoreboard to agree with us here, and for some reason it's not updating. But now we've got it going here. And so 1-0 is the score out of the gate here for ICC. So now Southern Union will have to come back and see if they can find an answer here early on. Now the Indians back on the attack on the other end. Tries to poke that one forward, but it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be another corner kick coming up here. One 0 is the score here early on in the contest. ICC getting set for another corner kick. This is going to be Gage Lashley getting set to send this one in. The Indians will be the second corner kick they've had of the game. Good one here, trying to go to the backside, a little long on it. And this one's going to be deflected around, and eventually Southern Union is just going to swing a foot on it to get it to pop up and see if they can clear it out. ICC is going to keep it now. This one's sent across the way, and it's going to be sent out. And I believe that's going to be another corner coming up here for the Indians. I believe that first goal was by Russell Brown. And it's going to be an assist by Makai Castro. Of course, as we talk about stats up here, those stats always unofficial. That score did come at the 47-47 mark of the first half. I know you're supposed to count up, but I just can't keep the math up that well. As this one's sent on its way, it's going to be trying to put in the header on the backside, and nearly snuck that one in as Castro put a pretty good head on it, just couldn't put it on frame. And so the score will remain 1-0. So now Southern Union with it, trying to get back on track. ICC, though, takes it away, trying to push this one ahead. Stays with it, now sends it across. Looking for the backside, nothing there, trying to clear it out. The Indians strike, but too tall. Good strike on the ball that time by Luke Dearsley. Well, I've been promising you that Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for a while now. Let's start with the Indians. In net for the Indians is going to be Christian Mahan. Number 2 is Owen Anforth. Number 4, Josh Hodges. Number 6, Aiden Belk. Number 8 is Luke Dearsley. Number 10, Gage Lashley. 13, Reed Connerly. You've got 15, Russell Brown. 18, Cross Lindsay. 21, Makai Castro. And number 24, Alfredo Guerrero. Indians going to try to clear this one back. Southern Union coming up, putting a lot of pressure on the ball. The Indians turn it over, but ICC able to find it back quickly that time. Now the Indians want to get up the pitch in a hurry. Here they come on the left side. Got a lot of speed here on the left side, but they're going to say offside, I do believe, is the call. And so a break there for Southern Union, as that time Connerly had broke free. Take a look at starters here for Southern Union. Luke Roberts wearing number 2. Number 6 is Caleb Moore. Number 11, Patrick Guffey. Number 12 is Radid Richardson. As this one's sent ahead, number 13 is Juan Huerta. You've got Jackson Sandoval wearing number 15. Number 20 is Owen Francisco. Number 21 is Thomas Peral. 27 is Thomas Haddock. Number 29 is Noah Amsbury. And number 99 in net is James Ashcroft. And I tell you what, if you're going to try to go top shelf against Ashcroft today, good luck. That guy is tall. So 1-0 is the score. Having a lot of trouble getting the balls in, and that time Coach kicked one in, and you kind of hear the wind blowing. It ate it up that time and sent it right back to him. So Southern Union will have it back now. Southern Union also beat Meridian, which was a team that ICC fell to 2-1 at Meridian. As this one's sent ahead, and ICC will track it down. Now sends it back to the middle. That's going to be Lashley with it now, trying to swing it out wide. Indians try to reset, but Southern Union, man, they like to put a lot of pressure on the ball when they have the opportunity. Indians got to do a little bit better of getting spaced out. Try to go backside with it. Indians fire, but too tall. That was Russell Brown. He's already got 1 goal in the day. Had a chance for his second there, but as we talked about, James Ashcroft is going to cause a lot of problems and make you kind of change that trajectory on your shots, and a lot of those will go higher over the net than you're used to seeing. So it'll be another corner kick coming up here for the Indians. I believe this is the 4th so far in the contest. This one's bouncing around, and there's Ashcroft to clean it up. So the Indians take that one away and now get it back. But a nice read there defensively by Southern Union to take it away, but nobody really going with him that time. Would have been a great idea if he had the guy streaking with him, but unfortunately no one really went with the ball that time, and a turnover gives the ball back to the Indians now. Well, I was wondering why you couldn't hear the wind or any of the crowd noises. Well, that would be why the mic was not hooked up. There's a shot and a save. Well, nice job putting a quick foot on that one, as Mahan was easy, quickly wrapped that one up. And once again, you see Southern Union putting a lot of pressure on the ball up front. The Indians have to value the possession, make sure they can make the best out of some opportunities and not make mental mistakes like that as they let that one go through and out of bounds and back to the Bison. We do want to welcome our friends watching here in support of Southern Union this afternoon, as well as members of the ICC family that are tuning here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Mad scramble for the ball. I like the referee letting them play there, as neither player really got an advantage through the contact and wasn't doing anything malicious towards each other. This ball's going to go on the far side of the pitch, and going to belong to Southern Union. Well, a busy day today in athletics. The volleyball team, they'll be hitting the road here shortly to head up to Northeast to take on the Rivals up there in Boonville. Be the first time ever that ICC and Northeast will face off in volleyball. But I see a few of them out here before the match, so they want to come out and support the volleyball team, or excuse me, the soccer team before hitting the road. Of course, we will not have that broadcast, but it will be available on the Northeast broadcast. I believe it's NEMCCTV.com, and I believe it'll be on their Black channel. Union with it, trying to go over the top, and nice pass there as Union keeps it. Trying to get past the guy, looking for a strike. Fires, and a beautiful save. And another one. But the third time is a charm for Southern Union. As those were two great saves. Now makes it a 1-1 contest. So that will even things up there. That was two great saves by Mahan. But eventually the numbers got to him, and they were able to get that shot to go home, and it's now 1-1 is the score. Now the Bisons try to squeeze that one forward, but easily taken away there by the Indians, as that was Alfredo that stepped in front of that, but the Bison get it right back. Loose ball, middle of the pitch, and then taken away. Nicely done there by Belk. And then just too much traffic that time once again. We talked about Southern Union likes to put a lot of pressure on the ball, so you've got to, A, pay attention to your spacing, and B, make quick, good decisions when you want to pass the ball. Because not only are they aggressive on ball, but they're good at anticipating where you want to go with it to attack away from the ball defensively. Bison with it now. Just going to drop it back and try to reset. This one set ahead quickly back to the outside. Indy is not really giving up anything in the middle of the pitch right now. It's where the Bisons want to go with it. So they're going to back it back up and reset. 1-1 is your score. It was a goal by Russell Brown, off an assist from Makai Castro for the Indians just 3 minutes into the match. And then just moments ago, you saw a goal there by Southern Union that was able to send that one home and tie us up at 1. Now here come the Bison once again. Want to strike, and it's going to go out of bounds, and will be a corner kick coming up here for Southern Union. So Southern Union getting ready for the corner kick here. Puts a foot into it. Not a good send. ICC easily clears that one out, but the ball will be easily taken back there by Southern Union. Castro, though, giving chase, and yeah, there's no doubt on that one. Castro probably doubling the size of the young man that he just bumped into, and, well, the result was that young man going flying out of bounds. Now they're going to try to send this one backside. ICC saw it coming, blocks it up and out of bounds, and it will go back to the Bison. As we talked about, rain is forecasted a little bit later on today, but hopefully we'll hold off throughout this match. If we suddenly go off the air, you'll know that we had to get the equipment out of the weather, as we're not in an enclosed area here for the broadcast. And good no call by the referee that time, as the young man from Southern Union felt the contact, tried to draw the whistle, didn't get it, but eventually the ball's going to be deflected off the Indians, and it should be another corner kick coming up here for the Bison. You know, that's what you do. I mean, you feel that contact. Sometimes you flop like that, and you'll see a referee that likes to blow the whistle. They'll blow it often, but that time the official did not do so. So it'll be another corner kick coming up here for Southern Union. We're all tied at 1. Much better send this time, trying to go to the back post, and just couldn't quite get squared up on it correctly that time as it goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. So Southern Union has done a good job of controlling the field position and time of possession here over the last few minutes. ICC needs to flip it back on their side of things, and they do so. Now here come the Indians. Wanting to press here on this end. The ball just would not go with Brown that time as he had to track back and find it. That allowed the defense to catch up and reset. So now the Indians with it, trying to dribble forward, nothing there. Now swings it out wide, breaks past the defender, fires, but a nice save that time. Good foot on the ball, strong strike, but right at the keeper, as Ashcroft did not have to work too hard for that one, as that was Alfredo that put a good shot on it. And we've got a offside call here on Southern Union. Didn't really see. It must have been somebody on the opposite side of the pitch that was offside that time, but the call goes the way of the Indians. This one just a little bit too strong on the reception as it goes out of bounds and back to Southern Union. So pretty much anything you can do, I can do better on that possession. Whoa, he's walked all the way up to midfield on that after getting the ball midway through the Indians' dugout. So the referees being very generous with the throw-in there. As this ball loose on the pitch, ICC trying to chase it down. That's Russell Brown who does so. Goes between the legs of the defender. Lashley strikes, but oh, nice job getting in the way of the ball that time by the defender for Southern Union. Lashley gets it back. Now he strikes again, but that one's going to be saved. Deflected off the keeper, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. ICC has had some pretty good-looking shots today. A lot of them, most of them have been on frame, except for maybe 2 or 3 so far.
Get this way, boys!
Our scoreboard is not reading the time right for some reason. It's actually 28:30 left, and it's saying see if I might be able to reset that during the timeout. It's not really reading anything. I've had to type in the score most of the time, so that clock is not correct on the time. Now it looks to be right. Is this one sent ahead? Sending some subs in this case here. Alex Gonzalez will come in for Southern Union. Reed Connerly came out for, no, he's not coming out. He was just running towards the sideline. Thought he was checking out of the match, but instead he was just coming to the sideline to get a quick drink of water. So back to action here. Remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll take a look at one of the videos that we did for the women's soccer team as they were on the road a couple of weeks ago in Georgia. As again, another good job there by Ashcroft to come up and clean things up there. 1-1 still the score. ICC struck quickly into the match, just 3 minutes into the match off a assist from Makai Castro to Russell Brown for the goal, and then about 10 minutes later, maybe 11 minutes later, Southern Union was able to find the equalizer and tie things up at 1. So the Indians with it. Southern Union's defense makes them force it back and reset through the keeper. And now ICC with it. They'll try to go over the top, and it's going to be a foot race down the sideline, but they're going to call him offside. Second time we've seen both teams try to streak down that sideline, but just get going a little bit too fast, and gets called for the offside. So the Indians with it, trying to survey the defense. Something that's been very tough today at Southern Union. Very aggressive defensively, both on and off the ball. Indians trying to take advantage of some of that aggressiveness, but Southern Union's got a lot of good speed to get back in it. There's a shot, but just wide. A good opportunity there for the Indians. Couldn't put that one on frame, and a break there for Southern Union easily. Could have been 2-1 right now in favor of ICC. So Southern Union will have it now, looking to go to work. 1-1 is the score. Clock is right now, so coming up on 24 minutes to play. Scramble for it, and ICC takes it away. Now swings it out wide. This is Alfredo with it. Now wants to go back across the middle to reset. Southern Union on the backside. Good communication by the Indians, just able to keep the ball. And now they're going to try to reset it once again. This one right in the middle where ICC wants to go on the attack here. Try to do a little give and go action. Letting it go out wide with it. Left foot too tall. And Southern Union is going to chase this one down and try to clear it out. But ICC in the right spot at the right time. But the Bison able to settle it down and get it back and reset. Nice pass ahead here by the Bison. Going to have to try to strike in a hurry here. Fires. It's deflected by the Indians, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be a, wow, I think that's a break for the Indians, as they're going to call this a goal kick coming up. I actually thought this was deflected off ICC. We've got a trio of subs coming in here for ICC. Hogan Payne wearing number 5. Number 19 is Ethan Scott. And I missed the third one that came in there. Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas being the third one coming in for ICC, wearing number 25. So the Indians with it, being very patient here. As we talked about, Southern Union likes to use a lot of pressure defensively. As the Indians let that one go back to the keeper, and Southern Union quickly charged up that time. Indians have got to find a way to kind of take the top off this pressure defense. This one sent down the pitch in a hurry here, but the Bison's able to step in front of that one, clear it back. and they'll also reset through their keeper. 50-50 ball, and that was a nasty collision there between both players as they're going to butt heads, and they're going to call for the trainers. Timeout on the pitch. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Well, a good sign there for both squads as both young men were able to jump up and jog off the field. Oh, and that is not a good sign, though, however, for Josh Hodgson, as he is going to be bloodied up a little bit. So hopefully he will be okay and maybe just a little bit of maybe a bloody nose more than anything else, as probably going to have to reset the clock here as it never stopped, as both coaches quickly reacted to the players being down. So they're going to come back, and you'll see the head official coming to the sideline to reset the clock here. And that is what they're going to do. They'll reset it to 21-42. As we said, that was just one of those that was a nasty collision, and the coaches took off to check on the players, rightfully so, and both of those able to get up on their own power in that sense. So hopefully they'll both be okay, as it was a foul on the Indians, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Bison. So the Bison with it now. Tried to send it back, but it's a little bit too strong, but nobody there for ICC to take advantage of the miscue. And that one broken up by the Indians, and just hangs on before it goes into the ditch. And this one taken away by the Indians again. As soon as the Indians touch it, especially on the Bison side of the pitch, they quickly jump on top and put a lot of pressure on them, and that's what results in right there, a turnover, but the Bisons give it right back as Alfredo is going to try to send it backwards, and that's going to be taken away, though, by the Bisons. We talked about it. They put pressure on the ball, but do a good job anticipating where the next pass is going to go. Read that one well, took it away, had a chance to make it dangerous. And they're going to say that's going to be not a handball there, but actually they're going to say it was not a foul either. As the players got tangled up, the player from ICC is pleading his case that he got his legs taken out from under him. I'm going to have to agree with the official here. Nothing really malicious done there. They just both kind of got tangled up, and ICC player a little slow to get up there. That is Aiden Belk.
Aiden, come on. Aiden, come on.
As he's shaken up, so he's going to get a substitution here. As this will be Braden Walters into the contest here for the Indians. And then you'll also get to see Kyle Morris into the contest for ICC. Or no, excuse me, they're just going to do a one-for-one, so Morris will not check out. It'll be Leo Reyes coming in to substitute there. And they're actually going to say it was going to be a free kick here for the Indians, as I guess they're going to call it a handball after he fell on top of the ball and grabbed it that time. So here comes an opportunity here to make this dangerous. Instead, puts it right into the line of the Indians. That had to hurt, as Braden Walters, who just checked into the contest, was the recipient of that line drive shot there by the Bison. ICC now takes it away, tries to send this one ahead. Lashley, no, it was on frame, but a nice job deflecting that one out by Ashcroft. It'll be a a quarter kick coming up here for the Indians. We're inside 20 minutes to play. Again, trying to work the bugs out of the clock here, as sometimes it reads it right, sometimes it don't. But either way it goes, we got a 1-1 contest and a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Indians have had maybe 5 or 6 of these opportunities. Line drive sent on its way, and it's going to be deflected out, and ICC is going to resend it out. Now they're going to try to go on the attack here. Swings it inside, and oh, good idea, just couldn't quite link up that time. As if he was able to put a little bit of a toe on that one just to change the direction of the pass. May have snuck that one by Ashcroft. So a break there by for Southern Union to keep us at a 1-1 score. So this ball, 50-50 ball up in the air, bouncing around, and eventually controlled by Southern Union. Try to pop it over the top of the defense. The Indians there. Now they send it back to the opposite side of the pitch. Southern Union waiting on that one as well. Indians trying to go through traffic. Southern Union takes it away. Now they're going to try to work on the far side of the pitch, looking to go ahead. This one sent forward. ICC just going to let it clear. Alfredo had it, lost it. Southern Union gets it back, but good job there by Walters to come up and secure it for the Indians. Mahan with it now. Union, again, very aggressive defensively. The Indians just quickly moving the ball around, trying to keep it away from this attacking style defense of the Bison, trying to go over the top of it, does so. The Indians can keep it. No, just an unfortunate hop off the foot of Alfredo that time. And now here comes Southern Union in transition. Opportunity here in the middle of the pitch, looking for someone to go for him. Weaving his way through traffic, gets by one, then the Indians clear it out. Nicely done that time, as that was Ian Thomas clearing that one out, allowing the defense to reset and taking away that fast break opportunity, if you will, for Southern Union. Now the Indians with it. Lashley tries to send this one ahead, but it was deflected away, and Southern Union will come up and get it to reset now. Scramble for it on the far side of the pitch. And Southern Union keeping the ball. Now they're going to try to send this one ahead. Indians deflected away. Now ICC with it, trying to take the top off the defense. They're going long with it this time. Indians are on side. They're going to try to go back post, looking for the man there, but just a little bit too tall on the cross. And now a good smart play by Ashcroft to clear that one out and allow the defense to reset. Got some subs getting set to come into the contest, see if they'll let them come in this situation, and they will. For ICC, it's number 12, Osvaldo Gonzalez. And 27, Thomas Haddock for Southern Union into the contest. So it'll be Indians to throw it in on the far side of the pitch. Trying to send it over the middle, and it's in there. Beautiful score there for the Indians. I believe that was Thomas with the goal. And Walters with the assist. And ICC now goes up 2-1. And the Indians take it away after the restart. Trying to send this one forward, broken up nicely there by Southern Union. Indians get it back, though. They swing it back out wide to try to reset the attack. Goes out to the right side now, tries to squeeze it forward. Good play by Southern Union to step in the way of that one. Indians strike, don't get a good strong foot on it, and it's going to be bounced around and eventually sent out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick coming up here for Southern Union coming up. Remind everyone, stay tuned at halftime. We'll have a video presentation of the women's trip to Georgia. Did a little whitewater rafting as they took care of business out there against Andrew College and the female team of Southern Union earlier this season. Mahan just puts a little bit too much of a juice on that one, and it goes out of bounds, and Southern Union will get it back now, trailing this contest 2-1. Indians let it settle. Now they're going to swing this one ahead. ICC with it. Far side. Now let's go back across the middle, and it's in! As that was Luke Dearsley with the goal.
Defense! You're letting them split you! Shut down the middle!
And the Indians now quickly go ahead in this one 3-1. So the Indians starting to get a little bit of separation here in the latter parts of the first half. Indians would love to start playing some of their better soccer as they're starting to head into conference play on Friday at East Mississippi. Officials letting them play today as now here comes Southern Union on the opposite end. But just a miscue on the push forward that time. The ball go out of bounds and it will stay with the Indians. I do apologize for the clock right now. We had to adjust the camera and trying to see if it'll let me reset here. We'll do that at halftime as we're just going to delete it for right now. Or, well, we won't delete it for right now. We'll leave it up there, but we'll just try to reset it is what we'll try to do. have an injury timeout on the field as we were getting things reset there. .50 to go until halftime. 3-1 is your score. Southern Union in yellow, ICC in the white tops. Now the Indians with it, trying to send it across the middle, broken up there for a moment by Southern Union. Indians able to keep possession of it, now wanting to attack on the far side of the pitch. Looking to come in on the inside, but a nice job there by Southern Union to clear that one out. And looks like it's actually going to be last touch by the Indians, so even better play defensively there by Southern Union. Got subs coming in for both teams. Actually, multiple subs coming in. For ICC is Favela coming in. And you've got 4, 30, and 2. So 4 is Bill Waho. 30 is Justin Mitzner. And 2 is Luke Roberts re-entering the contest for the Bison. Ball taken away by the Indians. Now they're going to send it back and try to reset here. Mahan well out of net that time, is going to send it quickly over to his teammate and scamper back to net. Now it's going to be a chase downfield, nothing there, and the ball will go back to Southern Union. Scramble forward at midfield, and it's going to be a foul called on the Indians, and that's going to be a warning. So the Indians get a warning for a delay of game, and now Southern Union is going to back it up. He said halfway beyond midfield, but they're going to put it on midfield. Indians would do the same thing if they had the opportunity. As this ball deflected around, just not timed well on the jump there, and this is going to be a foul whistled on Southern Union, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Indians. So Mahan surveying the defense. Puts a foot into this one. A booming kick, if you will. This one's to the head, and ICC allows it to settle now, trying to go out on the far side of the pitch. This was trying to be sent ahead and just couldn't get a foot on it that time. Great cross, just a little bit too far ahead, and the ball's going to go out of bounds and back to Southern Union. So ICC, great opportunity there, just could not send that one home. Remind you, we'll be back in action on Thursday night as the Indians will head to Gulf Coast to take on number 8 Bulldogs of Gulf Coast. And the Indians dropped the season opener 27-13 to number 6 Jones. And now here comes Southern Union. Opportunity here. The Indians squeeze in and help. Good help defense, and they're going to say it will be a goal kick coming up, or is it going to be a corner? It's going to be a goal kick coming up. So now the Indians with it on the near side, looking to go to work. They lead this one 3-1 here. They're going to strike from distance and really didn't find anything there. And A little upset with himself that time was Alfredo as he couldn't put that one on frame as the ball will go out of bounds and be a goal kick coming up here for Southern Union. Do want to remind you of some of our other sponsors today. The ICC Baptist Student Union, they meet Monday nights at 7:07. Got the ICC Wesley Foundation, Bank Okolona. Yeah, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Renaissance Bank, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Indians with an opportunity again, but will lose it out of bounds. So a goal kick coming up here. Nice foot put into the ball there. But the Indians did get away with a little bit of a bump, but he hasn't been calling that today. So he's been consistent on both sides of the ball, letting the guys play a little physical. Nothing has gotten really out of hand so far, but you got to keep an eye on that one as the match progresses because, as we say, if they let them get a little physical, it keeps getting physical, then things can get a little bit chippy throughout the day. So it'll be a throw in for the Indians on the far side. Battle for it, and it's eventually going to go out of bounds. So basically a do-over. This ball squeezed ahead. Now here comes Southern Union. A beautiful opportunity here to make it a one-goal contest. Squeezes it across the middle, but the Indians clear it out. Southern Union keeps it, though. Now goes back out wide here to the near side. Tries to fire it over the middle. Broken up nicely that time by Ian Thomas. Ball is still loose on the pitch and still loose. And the Indians have it now. They'll shake with it. Trying to go through. He is getting wrestled away from the ball that time, and the official let him play. And that's what we said. They've been consistent on not necessarily calling and letting the guys play physical, and that was another example of it there. Both guys kind of wrestling away from the ball, and the official said let them play on. That one's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it'll be ICC ball at midfield. Coming up on 3 minutes of play here in the first half. ICC leading this one 3-0. And that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Southern Union once again. Looks like both these teams are ready for halftime to get here, as they're just basically kicking the ball out of bounds and kind of a lot of standing around and grabbing at the hips and the knees to see if they can catch their breath here in the final moments of this one. Alfredo with it, weaving his way through traffic, middle of the pitch. Squeezes this one ahead, an opportunity here for the Indians, but they're going to say he was offside. Oh, tough break for the Indians, as that was a beautiful second touch that found El Sheikh wide open in the net. So a tough break for the Indians, a positive one there for those that are watching in favor of Southern Union this afternoon. Second time today we've seen a goal call off after an offside call against the Indians. Now inside 2 minutes to play until halftime. Owen Francisco will come back into the contest here for the Bison. this is going to be sent back to the Bison as he gets the ball thrown in quickly across the way, and back to midfield is where the Bisons will have it after the foul on the Indians. That one was sent ahead. Not necessarily a shot, but Mayhem was able to jump in and intercept that one. Now he'll punt the ball down the pitch. El Sheikh giving chase. Ball loose on the pitch. Southern Union doing a good job of letting that thing settle. Great attack on the ball to force the Indians back. As this should do it here for the first half. ICC is going to lead this one. There's 10 seconds, or 12 seconds, I should say, to go. Again, we apologize for the difficulties with the score clock. We're just now trying to break in this equipment this season, so learning as we go, as that's going to do it there for the first half of play. ICC, it leads it 3-1. We're going to take a couple of commercial breaks and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
What topping should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly. Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza.
Yes.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
What topping should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly. Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza.
Yes.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
We need more thin crust.
To the decision wheel. Toppings.
Mama wants some.
and green pepper. Order a large two-topping thin crust online for $8.99.
Pizza, pizza.
Good morning. We're on our way to Georgia for a business trip, and we're bringing you guys with us.
Come on, give me a baby, come on.
I rated an 8 out of 10.
Okay, 8 out of 10.
She's snacking down already. 10 out of 10. Go Jimmy John's or go home.
Where are we right now?
Good question. Burt, Georgia.
Macy, what are we doing?
Looking for a bathroom.
Beth, what are we here to do?
We're about to play soccer, but I need a trainer. We need ice. We miss ICC.
ICC, where's Fold there?
We won 14-0! Oh, yeah! W's!
We're going on the Chattahoochee River, and I'm scared for my life. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Lobster flipped our boat. Lobster on top, but lobster group on top for sure. Gracie, how'd you like it?
Oh my god, my breath. My booty. My booty. Yeah.
Great trip. One for the book.
Okay, we've been here for 5 hours waiting to start our game. We got 3 walks already. Yeah, we're ready. Who are we playing? I don't remember. We're playing Southern Union, and we're here to win.
Heck yeah, we are.
Ugo doesn't want to be on the camera. What do you have to say for game day?
Only Icon video, no cover off.
This is Michael Paxton.
We won 4-1. The business trip is now concluded.
Coach David, how did the win go today?
It's good. Worked really hard. Proud of you guys. On to the next one, which is these guys again. Well, we'll get them on Wednesday.
Yes.
But great weekend, great trip. Nobody died. That's always a special thing.
Yeah!
No drowning.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
What topping should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly. Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large two-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Yes.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at halftime. Your score, ICC leading 3-0 here over Southern Union State. We're just about 4 minutes away. Well, let's go ahead and call it 3.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's take a look at some first half stats, or at least some first half scoring here for you. As Russell Brown, you had Ian Thomas and Luke Dearsley all having scores for ICC. We missed a number of the young man that scored for Southern Union, but it was after two brilliant blocks by Mayhem. He was just able to, the ball bounce forward, get a hit on it, put it in the back of the net to make it what you see now, 3-1 here at halftime. I actually tied it up at 1-1. Then ICC had a pair of goals, one at the 15-minute mark and the other one 13:25 left in the first half as well. We're going to take one more timeout, come back with the start of the second half here from Fulton. ICC men's soccer leading at 3-1. Back with more here on the Little Caesars Halftime Show.
We need more thin crust! What topping should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly.
On the 1-7.
Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza.
Yes.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FANB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
We need more thin crust.
To the decision wheel. Topping.
Oh, Mama wants some.
Italian sausage and green pepper. Order a large two-topping thin crust online for $8.99.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second half of play. We'll get the clock reset here and be ready to go. We do want to remind you that volleyball coming up tonight at 6 o'clock over at Northeast. That's a 6 o'clock First American National Bank start there. And again, I do apologize. I'm not sure why our, there it goes, maybe to stay right this time. So we're going to switch sides of the pitch as we're going to have a stoppage here. Looks like this is going to be a foul on Southern Union, so it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Indians.
Owen, back up here. Back up. Owen, get back. Hey, let cross. Hey, cross.
And Southern Union coach wanting to know why that was called, and you know, he's got a legit cause because there's a lot of contact made in the first half that was let go, but that one right there, which it was a lot of contact, and that kicked well over the top, but was a lot of contact. Maybe the officials thought that it might have been getting a little out of control there to end the first half and wanting to kind of get it right back in control here. So 3-1 is the score. Indians take that one away at midfield. They're moving left to right on the attack. This one ahead to Lashley. Good adjustment there by Southern Union to force it back out. ICC in the white tops. Southern Union in the gold. Indians now with it here on the near side, looking to go on the attack, trying to find someone to go with him. That time just a little bit too much with the touch that time, as didn't necessarily put it on mark. As Southern Union takes it away, then ICC takes it right back, tries to go with the back heel touch, and they do so, and ICC was able to keep it. Now they're going to go out wide. Brown squeezes this one across, looking in the middle, shot, no, too tall. Great opportunity there for the Indians that time, but Connerly just couldn't quite square up on it enough, pops it up, and it went over the top of the netting, so a big-time break there for the Bison. Or this one could easily be a 4-1 contest right now. So the Bison squeeze this one ahead. ICC jumps in front of it, and they get it back once again. Beautiful ball across the way. Alfredo streaking for it now, wants to let the defender settle. Goes across the middle to Lashley. Lashley between defenders. The ball just wouldn't quite go with him, but a good hustle to get it back. But then it was eventually taken away there by Southern Union. This ball sent ahead. Nice touch there by Southern Union, but the Indians in the right spot at the right time to take it away after the pass. There is a player down for Southern Union, so we'll have a stoppage here. Indians over to check on him. He's able to get up on his own power there. And so they'll restart it here with the Indians with the ball at midfield. Tries to send this one ahead, but nothing but yellow shirts right there in the way to take that one away. This one sent ahead, and now Southern Union tried to poke it forward. ICC breaks it up and sends it back to midfield where the Bison will take over. Nice ball, but the ball just took an unfortunate hop that time, but ICC able to keep it. Oh, beautiful leave off there to Alfredo. Alfredo tried to get ready to square up on the strike, but a good job by Southern Union hustling back to take that away. Indians thought about reversing the pitch. Wisely decided not to, and is going to reset back to midfield. Now the Indians leave it out wide. I believe that's Belk with it now across the middle. That's Connerly. Connerly leaves it out wide to Alfredo. Alfredo tried to send it inside, deflected off the Southern Union player, and so it'll be a throw in for the Indians on the far side of the pitch.
Owen! Alfredo, one of you guys, one fullback has to drop. Owen.
So the Indians directing traffic here to try to get everybody in place for this throw-in. Does so. And that header is going to be sent back, and Southern Union is going to chase it down. This one popped up in the air. Loose ball here. Indians collect it, now sends it ahead. ICC now with it, trying to go on the attack here. Leaves it out wide, and they're going to say it is going to be a goal kick. Correct call. And so thought there for a second Southern Union was going to try to rush the issue to see if they could get the Indians out of place defensively, but they elect not to. And now they're going to go with the soft touch off the goal kick. And now try to squeeze this one up to midfield. It was slightly deflected there by the Indians. And then it was Anforth to take it away. Send it back to the keeper. He quickly sends this one ahead to midfield. That's where Southern Union takes it back. Now Union wanting to go on the attack here on the near side, or excuse me, far side. ICC takes it away and brings it back towards midfield. Castro sends this one out wide. Brown beats the defender but lost his balance. Oh, big time break there, but there's a strike. Oh, just wide. Good idea there by Lashley, not wasting any time. Nearly snuck that one in, as I don't think Ashcroft was really anticipating a shot off that. And so a bullet dodged there by the Bison. Indians take it away. Castro sends it in, but it was broken up. Great play there by Ashcroft. Indians get it back at midfield. Now they want to send this one ahead. Now send out wide, looking to go somewhere with it here. Nothing doing. Indians get it back now. Send it back to the backside. Just a little game of catch between the pair of Indians there. Goes with the back heel touch. Indians not really spacing themselves out well here, making it extremely easy for Southern Union to play defense there. 2 people defending 3, and then eventually offside was called. And heads up, this one's coming right at us. As I was ready for that one. I was hit last year. Not going to be hit this year. Knock on wood. So the Indians throw it in here below us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, if you would like to support ICC soccer, you could do so by joining the Indian Club. A smart play by Mahan to come up and play that one, but now he's out of position. Got to get back in a hurry here, and a break for the Indians if that one goes out wide. But again, you can join the Indian Club at iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. Or you can support the Sports Information Department if you enjoy these broadcasts. Does a beautiful job breaking that one up there by Southern Union. Owen Francisco hustling down to send that one out of bounds and allow the defense to reset. Well, the Indians have been knocking on the door, just can't quite find anyone to answer right now and send one home here. It will be a corner kick, and it'll be Lashley set up to put a foot into this one. See C.J. Adams and Jordan Springer taking photos of today's match. You can see those on ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. I believe those photos go all the way back 10 years. As the Bisons are going to try to rush that one in, but instead a substitution is going to come in here. This is Thomas Haddock, wearing number 27, checking into the match for the Bison. That's that 50-50 ball sent down the pitch, and ICC controls. So the Indians have done a good job of controlling the field position and time of possession so far here in the second half. They do lead at 3-1. That was our score at halftime, and it's where we stand so far. Oh, nice quick give and go there. ICC eventually lets it settle. This is Anforth with it, and nice attack on the ball to take it away, and then it's going to be sent out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by ICC, so it'll be a throw in here. And trying to take a top off this defense. Loose ball and a battle for it underneath, and somehow Southern Union comes away with it. Bison with it, and we do apologize for the pole being in the way. They're going to send it across the middle and easily save that time for Mahan. I had him unofficially 3 first-half saves, 1 goal allowed. Of course, those stats always unofficial. Talked about some of our other sponsors. We do want to talk about Sam's Town Market in Mantachie. Got some of the best meats and freshest vegetables. You can go out there. That's usually where I go for my football Saturdays. Is out there in the heart of Mantachie. That's Sam's Town Market. Sam Ferris and all the crew out there do a great job, and you can follow them on Facebook. Just simply search Sam's Town Market. Well, the Indians with it now, looking to go to work. Moving the ball towards midfield. Now send this one ahead. That's Lashley with it. Squeezes this one forward. Now this is going to be Alfredo. Alfredo looking to go to work here. Squeezes it ahead. Has a man, but just a little bit too far behind him. But ICC is able to retreat and get that one back, as that is Brown with it now here on the near side. Brown looking to go across the middle, trying to get it to Castro. Nothing there. Southern Union wisely pops it back just to clear it out and allow the defense to reset. ICC will maintain possession at midfield. Alfredo with it now on the far side of the pitch. Squeezes this one ahead. That's going to be Lashley with, or excuse me, that's not Lashley. That was Connerly with it. is back out, but ICC will keep possession. Indians thought about the strike, nothing there. Brown, quick touch, opportunity here, strikes, oh, just too wide. Nice little give and go action there as Belk just couldn't quite put that one on frame as he was looking to go back post. We talked about it, a big guy like Ashcroft, and he is out of Johannesburg, South Africa. He is, if I had to guess, probably around 6'6", 6'7". He could easily reach up and lay his hand on top of the crossbar on the goal. Trying to look for somebody from ICC to kind of compare him to. Indians' tallest player is in net as well. That's 6'2", Christian Mahan. Also Castro wearing 21. Yeah, if they're at 6'2", he's easy 6'7", maybe even knocking on the door of 6'8", 6'9". So it'll be shot on goal, easily scooped up there by Southern Union. Getting the ball on their side of the pitch for the first time in a while here. They trail this one 3-1. Coming up on 32 minutes to play here in the contest. ICC up in this one. Be one of their final warm-ups before starting conference play as they'll head to East Mississippi on Friday. Both the Lady Indians and Indians will be in action. Don't know that we've had them a doubleheader this season yet in soccer. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Bison. Nicely sent ahead. Looking to go back post and a save. Good idea, good hit on the ball that time, but Mahan was in the right spot at the right time to take that one away.
Well over 10 seconds. Come on, Makai. You gotta go with it now.
Now just a missed touch there by Southern Union. Opportunity for the Indians. Strikes and oh, is it in? No, it goes on the back side of the net. Well, it was an awkward bounce there, as they're going to say it was not touched by Ashcroft, as it looked like it went in, but it actually just hit the side of the net and rolled to the back of it. Into the contest here is number 7, Luke Fripp, and number 12, Radid Richardson. Into the contest here for Southern Union. Another opportunity there. Indians couldn't take advantage. And as aggressive as this Southern Union team is, you've got to take every opportunity you can get to put the ball in the back of the net. That was a golden opportunity there, just couldn't do so. Bison with it now, looking to go to work. Indians force them to send the ball back towards midfield. Now they're going to have to retreat all the way back to midfield. Good defense by the Indians to force them to reverse the pitch. Nearly put too much of a foot in that one. It almost went out of bounds, and it does. Just a mental mistake there by the Bison. And ICC will get it back on the unforced error. Well, women's soccer will be in action. They'll be at Columbia State tomorrow. ICC women's soccer off to one of their best starts of the season at 7-0. Previous best start was a 4-0 start back in 2018. Of course, they'll be heading to Columbia State, and I believe Columbia is 7-0-1, so it should be a pretty good battle there. The women's soccer team receiving votes in last week and this week's polls, so trying to go on the road, make a good showing against Columbia State and see if they can get in some rankings, because then they'll take on East Mississippi on Friday and then host Northwest on Tuesday of next week. And Northwest ranked in one of the top 10s, actually I think top 5. So you heard the exchange between the coach and the referee there. Very polite on both sides. Indians try to quickly flip it across the middle, but it was deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Southern Union. Indians with it now. Brown swings it back over the middle. They go. Shot, no. Blocked. Put back, no. And no. Another one blocked. Beautiful defense there by Southern Union. Castro, multiple opportunities there and could not send it home. Ashcroft came up with two big stops, and then he was helped out, I believe, by Ethan Bowman that was in net to take another one away. Great job there again by the Bison. Boy, the Indians could easily be up 6-1 right now, but two easy misses and beautiful defense just then. As now they try to go back to it one more time across the middle. The shot is no, saved again. Again, just about that extra tall frame. As we said, probably around that 6'8" mark of Ashcroft. Easily to take that one away. Offside on the Indians going to be called, so the ball will go back to the Bison. So Bison with the ball here. Subs for both teams getting set to come into the next opportunity. This ball sent ahead, and Indians are simply going to clear that one out of bounds and allow the defense to reset. And they are going to send in the substitutions here for ICC. It'll be Hogan Payne and Ian Thomas coming in. For the Bison, it'll be Leo Reyes and Owen Francisco into the contest here for Southern Union. Well, all the scoring so far here in the first half. No score between the two squads here in the second half. ICC up 3-1. Russell Brown, Ian Thomas, and Luke Dearsley all with goals so far in this contest for the Indians. Nice one sent ahead here. Now this is going to be an opportunity for Lashley. Ball bounces away. And it's going to be cleared. Nope, still loose on the pitch. And now it's going to be cleared back towards midfield. And the Indians are going to take it back. So the Indians want to reverse the pitch to the opposite side. Swings this one out wide. Now they want to go inside, but another offside call on the Indians. I do agree with that call there, as Alfredo did not quite release quick enough on that one. As the touch was not as quick as he was anticipating. This time they're going to attack right off where Alfredo left defensively. Smart play there by Southern Union. As ICC, though, gets it back, clears it back. And this one's going to be cleared to the near side, and Southern Union gets it back. Bison with an opportunity here to make it a one-score contest, and it across the middle. Too strong. Alfredo's going to get it now and clear it out back towards midfield. Allow the defense to reset here for the Indians. We talked about the stingy play of Southern Union today. This has been one of the better defensive outings I've seen out of the Indians so far this season as well. Southern Union looking to go to work. Now sends it across the middle. Nothing there, so now they're going to back it back out one more time. Quick touch. Southern Union's going to get it back now at midfield, and they lost it. Squeeze it ahead now. Lashley had it. He was taken to the turf. Good no call that time as he was going for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. And so it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. So now the Indians getting set to throw this one in. And this one bouncing around, still bouncing around, and Southern Union does a good job of chasing that one out and getting it back for the Bison. Now they want to try to take the top off the lid of the defense here. The Indians looking to go one-on-one, nothing there. Mahan comes up and clears that one up easily. Big punt there out of Mahan. Now it's broken up, sent back up the pitch, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it will go back to the Indians. So the Indians throw it in. Now here comes ICC. Send this one ahead to Lashley. Lashley trying to get ahead, and it's going to be sent out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Great hustle on the part of Caleb Moore as Lashley had the step on him, but he did a good job of not chasing the ball but maintaining a straight line of attack defensively to take away Lashley's angle of attack. And a lot of times defensively in soccer, that's more important than getting on the ball, is to force the angle of attack away from the net. Lashley set to send in this corner kick. And really just no communication there between the Indians on who wanted to go get the ball, as a couple of guys jumped up for it and thought the other one had it. And that's a handball all day, every day. So, unfortunate break for Southern Union. They sent the ball ahead after that. If they would have kind of waited, they would have been able to catch the Indians out of position defensively. But instead, that break goes the way of ICC. Ball just kind of bouncing around between teams right now. Nobody can really establish position. Then you see a foul there, and ICC. Good show of sportsmanship from Ian Thomas, trying to help the guy up, but his cleat came off, so allowed him to put it back on there. See Chad Case, the AD here, and Colin Minga, the assistant AD and compliance guru, if you will, here of ICC, and enjoying this match there. They're in the shaded area, but you don't really need the shade today, as it's been cloudy throughout the afternoon. As this one headed forward, and Russell's going to give chase, and somehow it's going to find its way to him. He's going to split defenders. An opportunity here for the Indians. Oh, good job there, as he was able to put just enough on it. But it was number 20, Francisco, that was able to break that one up. And it will result in a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Another great opportunity there for the Indians. Just couldn't quite get a strong enough foot on it. It was a great defensive hustle, though, on the part of Francisco to break that one up and to keep it off frame. So it will be a corner kick coming up here, coming up on 20 minutes ago. This one sent nicely. And just wasn't anticipating that there, as he thought it was going to be a header off of Lindsay that time, but the ball comes off the foot of Anforth. And it's going to be a wholesale substitution here for the Bisons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming into the contest. We'll try to give you as many as we can. Ethan Bowman, Andrew Teixeira. And I lost the other ones. As I said, it was a bunch of subs coming into the match just then. I think Bill Awaya was one of those as well. Justin Mitzner came into the match. As the Indians just going to let this one settle back to Mahan. He's going to kind of play around with it, then kick this one across the way, looking for Alfredo on the far side of the pitch. Quick header ahead. Now ICC trying to get out in transition. Squeezes this one ahead to Lashley. Lashley just couldn't quite catch up with it. Now gets by the defender. Sends it across the middle. Oh, just unfortunate there. Is a good touch by Southern Union. Took it away from ICC. Now that's going to be a strike, but a save. Good strong strike there by Thomas, just right at the keeper. Indians take that one away. So that is Luke Dearsley with it. It's going to send it back to midfield. They're going to send it back even further now to try to reset the attack here on the near side. Anforth leaves this one ahead. Now they're going to swing it out wide. Now right back over the middle. Trying to get to the inside, looking for the quick touch. Does so, gets it there, and no, just couldn't quite get to it. ICC fans wanted a foul, but I'm going to have to agree with the official that time. Looked like he was kind of clean that time. Maybe had lost his balance before the contact was made, so benefit of the doubt goes the way of Southern Union. Indians also getting set to send in mass substitutions in the next opportunity. Trying to send this one over the top. Nothing there. ICC, though, able to chase it back down. Brown strikes, and no, just wide. And are they going to say a corner kick coming up? Yes, it will be a corner kick coming up for the Indians. So coming in for ICC, number 9, El Sheikh. Number 14, Morris. 3 is Walters. 17 is Favela. And 12 is Gonzalez. Those substitutions being brought to you by Bank Okolona. John Harrod and all the fine folks out there at Bank Okolona, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics. Also a sub coming in, Owen Hooker for Southern Union. Bank Okolona with a new location, Tupelo, out near the hospital. You know where the old McAllister's was, that's where they're located now. As this ball sent ahead, broken up nicely there by Southern Union. El Sheikh finds it, though, sends it around, puts a foot into it, but deflected by the Bison, and now they're going to try to reverse and get out in transition here. Bison with it, looking to go to work here on the offensive attack. They trail 3-1, going out on the far side, trying to get past the defender. ICC does a good job of forcing them to retreat off the transition and reset offensively. Tried to force that one inside. ICC takes it away, and now is going to try to reverse pitch here. Southern Union quickly attacking once again defensively. Any opportunity they can when they get at somebody near the ball. This one sent ahead now. Beautiful touch ahead. El Sheikh's going to have that one sent out of bounds, and it's going to be ICC ball. So the Indians will get set to throw it in. It'll be Anforth. Sends it in and gets it right back. Now squeezes this one ahead to Mario. Indians with it. They can afford to be patient here. They do have a 2-goal advantage, but it is still 15 minutes left to play. 15 and some change, if you will, left to play. So that lead is not necessarily safe. Over the middle they go. Good idea. El Sheikh with it, looking to try to set into it. Broke it up nicely there, then puts a foot into it, but right into the hands of Ashcroft. Good job by El Sheikh to stay with it and actually put that a shot on frame, despite being closely guarded there by 3 Bison defenders. Bodies falling all over the place, and ICC comes away with the ball. And that's going to be a hip check there. Indians have it at midfield. Now they're going to back it back over here. This is going to be Anforth with it. Now across the middle, El Sheikh. El Sheikh looking to go to work. Oh, the ball just would not go with him as he tried to break to the inside that time. Break there for the Bison. Nice scramble for it there. Now Southern Union with it, trying to squeeze this one ahead, and it's taken away. Just numbers defensively for the Indians, too many, as it was a 5-on-2 opportunity in favor of the Indians defensively against Southern Union that time. But with Southern Union trailing in this one the way they are, they do have to be more aggressive here, as we're coming up on 14 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the contest. Indians with it. Now they're going to just want to send it back and reset here. Well, I was talking about Coach Case and Minga. Well, they're heading to Northeast. And so that means, for lack of better words, I'm in charge now. As this one's sent ahead and somehow finds his way back to the Indians. Left-footed strike, top shelf, too tall. Good idea there by Hogan Payne as he just found a gift right there in front of him. Just couldn't quite put that one on frame. Pair of subs coming in here, actually a trio of them. Is this going to be number 6, Moore, 8, Gonzalez, and 11, Guffey, all in for Southern Union. So a goal kick coming up here. 50-50 ball deflected by the Indians, still being bounced around, kind of a pinball between everyone. Still kind of loose on the pitch, and ICC now will take it over at midfield. Indians going on the attack here, going to try to go out wide with it. Now back across the middle, using the defense momentum against him there as he gets all the way across midfield. Now leaves it out wide. Here's an opportunity for the Indians. Just couldn't quite get a foot ready to strike on that one. Now sends it across the middle. This one broken up by Southern Union. Ball still loose here. And a scramble for it, and it's going to go out of bounds, and I believe it's going to be a corner kick. Or excuse me, no, not a corner kick. No, it is going to be a corner kick. I was going to say a goal kick coming up, as I thought the Indians were out of bounds when they made contact, but instead they're going to say it'll be ICC opportunity here from the corner. 3-1, still your score. That's what it was at halftime. That's what it is now inside 12 minutes left to play. So the Indians put a nice foot in this one. Too strong. Is this going to just clear everybody, go out of bounds, and go back to Southern Union? Again, if you're tuning in, maybe looking for the volleyball game, that's coming your way in about 30 minutes. And it's going to be on the Northeast channel, the NEMCCTV.com/red. As that ball sent out of bounds, just a poor touch there. And we talked about the end, towards the end of the first half, you're starting to see it again. So maybe some guys getting winded here in the second half and more substitutions coming in for ICC. It's going to be Eli Kitchens entering the contest. Don't know that Southern Union may have not got their guys up there in time, or maybe just going to say wait till the next opportunity to send them in. Zell Shake waited on the ball, but a good job being aggressive to go on the attack defensively to take it away. But ICC in the right spot at the right time to clear it back to midfield. Sends this one ahead, and he's going to be called offside. I got to agree with that. It's one of those where just kind of lost his spotting on the field that time. Is when he sent the header forward, it was just not too soon, but it was just he couldn't retreat it enough time to get back to go on the attack. This one's going to be sent and saved there by Mahan. He's going to take his time here now. Punt this one high down the field, and it's going to hit and roll and go out of bounds. And Southern Union will now get their subs in. It'll be number 13. Juan Huerte, 24, Adele Espinoza, and I believe Seth Walker wearing number 18 into the contest here for Southern Union. We're now inside 10 minutes to go here in the contest. The ball goes out of bounds into the Indians. Now that ball sent to midfield, and the Indians had it, lost it, and then that's going to be a foul on Southern Union. And ICC will quickly put it back in play. The referee says, nope, we'll have a redo. Didn't quite get it set up when he wanted it set up. And they're going to advance the ball at about 5 yards from where the original spot was. But as I said, if the referees allow you to do it, you're going to see every team try to take advantage of those opportunities. So the Indians are just going to touch this free kick forward. Now we're going to try to go to the backside, looking for and fourth, sends it across the middle. Cleared out there by the Bison, and ICC will control it with Gonzalez. Then taken away. That was Guffey taking it away for the Bison. Sends this one ahead. Opportunity here for Southern Union. Tries to send that one. It's deflected and wisely batted back out there that time by Mahan. Could have been an own goal there as it was deflected by the Indians. Changed the trajectory of it. Mahan did a good job of adjusting quickly and just didn't have an opportunity to catch the ball, so did the second best thing and just slap it out. Indians get it all the way over here on the near side of the pitch. We've got more subs coming in here. This for ICC is number 20 into the match, and that is going to be Davin Sanders. So they're going to toss this one in and deflected by the Indians. Sanders comes in and sends it across. ICC with it now. This is Kitchens. Indians getting some guys on the pitch that don't get much time as some of the others, but get an opportunity to get everyone out here and get a chance to play. Offside on the Indians. 6 minutes to go in this one. That ball turned over and ICC finds it. Strikes and going to be out over the top of the netting. So we have another sub coming in here. This is going to be for the Bisons. This is going to be number 25, Giannis James. Giannis James, I know they have linebackers in soccer, but this is a big dude. Looks like he could play some American version of football. And they're going to call a pushing in the back on the Indians. And a good call there as he did lower his shoulder to bump through the Southern Union player. And so Southern Union with it now. We're working inside 6 minutes. ICC tough defense, forcing him back across midfield. Then they're able to get that one forward, and they lose it out of bounds. And I believe it should stay with Southern Union. Yes, it will. So Southern Union had it, and it's going to go out of bounds once again, as it'll be a throw-in opportunity here for the Bison. Again, we apologize for the pole being in the way, but now they send this one ahead. ICC tries to clear it out, and they do just in the nick of time there, as a Southern Union player was quickly collapsing on the backside, and that's going to be a foul on Southern Union. So this one's sent through the middle, broken up, but ICC keeps it. Now gets away from some of the defenders and going to elect to back it back out now, and this is going to be Rodriguez. Sends this one ahead here, and ICC an opportunity. Oh, couldn't get it, I think that time. And that time it was 20 for ICC. Sanders couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to shoot it or pass it off to his teammate on the backside, Kitchens. Kind of got no man's land there, and that one's going to go out of bounds with 4 minutes left to play, and there's that player down for Southern Union. And they're going to call for a stoppage here. As is 15 that was shaken up on the play for Southern Union, and they're going to send him to the sideline. Throws it into Sanders. Sanders sends it back across the middle. And that one's just popped up between two defenders. And this one bouncing around, and Southern Union had it, and they send it home. Big time make there. That's what I said. The ball was kind of bouncing around. If they could find a solid foot on it, they could make it dangerous, and they do. And now it's a whole different ball game here. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and it's a 3-2 contest. Our only goal so far here in the second half, and now if you're ICC, you got to play with a little bit more intensity here. So 3:22 to go in the contest. It's now a 1-goal match here, and Southern Union has gotten new life. That ball taken away nicely there by the Indians. Now I want to send this one ahead at midfield. Nice job there as this is Walters with it. Walters looking for someone streaking across the middle, looking for Sanders, didn't have him, sends it behind him. ICC's able to keep it though, now sends it back across the middle, and Gonzalez will let it settle. Gonzalez back across the middle, that's going to be Favela with it. He's going to come across the way, and ICC's going to be a little bit more patient as Walters looking to go back post. Sanders is there, lets it settle, but cannot put it on frame. And they're going to ask for stoppage here. Substitutions coming in when ICC sends in a sub. It stops the clock, so it won't be a stall tactic, if you will. Again, apologize here. As we said, new equipment, trying to get the scoreboard to read right, and it's just not wanting to for whatever reason. There's more than 23 seconds left. I'll just say that. There's 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. And Union will let it settle. It goes off of ICC. And so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Southern Union. Coming up on 2 minutes to play now. 2 minutes to play in the contest. And Southern Union trying to find a way to find the equalizer here late in the contest. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to ICC.
Mark everybody. Don't let him out. Long throw here. Gavin, come across. Behind you, Chuck.
And they're going to call a little bit of delay of game here on the Indians. That's just part of the game this late into the contest when you're leading by 1. Go back to Sanders. Sanders is going to cross it across the way. Indians right there for it. That's going to be Walters. Walters going to dribble it back now and reset across the middle to Gonzalez. Gonzalez works it over here. It's Favela with it. Favela trying to go to work and nearly had it taken away, and now Southern Union will take it away. It's deflected, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick coming up here. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the contest. ICC holding tight here to a 3-2 lead. Southern Union with 1 minute to work to see if they can find the equalizer and earn a draw this afternoon, or I should say this evening in Fulton. Indians send this one down the pitch. Just basically anytime they have a chance to send it long, they're going to do so. And they're going to call this, I think, on ICC, or they're going to call this on Southern Union. Well, he didn't really step to anyone in that case. And so now 45 seconds to play here. And he's just going to send this one forward, and we're going to allow this one to go out of bounds. Actually, they kept it in bounds. 25 seconds to play now. The Indians send that one back. And they're going to be able to pick this one up. They're going to punt it down the field in a hurry here with 19 seconds to play. This one bouncing around. Now make it 10 seconds left in the contest. Southern Union with an opportunity. They're going to have to find a way to make it strike, but it's going to go out of bounds, and that will do it. Make it 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 2-1, and the Indians survive to pick up the 3-2 win here over Southern Union. An impressive rally there by Southern Union late in the contest, but just could not find a way to find the equalizer late. As that's going to do it here from Fulton. ICC 3-2 winners this afternoon here over Southern Union. We'll see you on Thursday night when we head down to Gulf Coast for football as the Indians take on number 8 Gulf Coast. See you next time here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.